First up, the Venice Film Festival is buzzing, and Benny Safdie just snagged the Silver Lion for Best Director for his new film, The Smashing Machine. Dwayne The Rock Johnson stars in this intense sports biopic about MMA fighter Mark Kerr, and early buzz says Johnson is absolutely transforming his career with this role. We're talking raw emotion, brutal fights, and a performance that could redefine his Hollywood legacy. Speaking of The Smashing Machine, Dwayne The Rock Johnson himself is celebrating Benny Safdie's massive win. He took to Instagram to share his pride, highlighting the film's powerful true story and the incredible cast bringing Mark Kerr's journey to life. With early critical acclaim and a perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes, this A24 flick is definitely one to watch. But the surprises don't stop there. Get this, Benny Safdie and Dwayne Johnson are already gearing up for their next collaboration, and it sounds absolutely wild. They're looking to adapt a bizarre 1970s sci-fi novel called Lizard Music, where The Rock would play a character known as the Chicken Man involved with spacefaring lizard musicians. Seriously, you can't make this stuff up. And finally, we're rounding out our top stories with a peek at some of the must-see films from the Venice International Film Festival, including The Smashing Machine and other cinematic gems that have critics raving. From intense biopics to mind-bending sci-fi, the festival delivered big. Don't miss a single second of Hollywood's hottest news. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join the Hollywood Men family. The Smashing Machine reimagines the fighter's role. America in the late 1900s saw the rise of a new kind of gladiator, one who swapped togas for spandex and amphitheaters for roaring arenas. These primal battles captivated the masses, and among the most beloved was Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who burst onto the scene in the World Wrestling Federation in 1996, eventually becoming a global superstar. Now, in Benny Safdie's understated yet affecting sports biopic, The Smashing Machine, Johnson embodies an entirely different fighter. Mark Kerr, a mixed martial arts legend from before the sport exploded into a multi-billion-dollar industry. Safdie's first solo feature plunges us into Kerr's early career. Through grainy, faux celluloid footage of Kerr's brutal professional debut, a voiceover captures the unparalleled high of victory in the cage. Yet, despite this ferocity, Johnson's Kerr is revealed to be unexpectedly soft-spoken. Interactions with his girlfriend Dawn, played by Emily Blunt, his training partner Mark Coleman, and even a stranger in a doctor's office, underscore that outside the ring, Kerr is the antithesis of violence. Johnson delivers a performance of near perfection, balancing intense sentimentality with a surprising emotional range, proving he's far more than just a box office draw. However, Kerr's gentle nature faces mounting challenges. Early in the film, substance abuse begins to destabilize his life in suburban Arizona. His attempts to hide his addiction, from lying to pharmacists to concealing needles from Dawn, create a fragile facade that's bound to shatter. This core conflict, the clash between personal peace and professional savagery, drives Safdie's narrative. While effective, this tension sometimes makes the film's emotional peaks feel inconsistent, particularly in the fraught relationship with Dawn. Her character, though portrayed as potentially bipolar, often feels contradictory, leaving crucial thematic moments lacking credibility due to underdeveloped exploration. Despite these narrative stumbles, the film's pacing is masterful. Safdie, a true auteur, edited the film himself, allowing the story to flow effortlessly, aided by a soundtrack that spans from Springsteen to Elvis. While it features only one significant training sequence, The Smashing Machine remains undeniably a film about fighting. Though its fight scenes may not reach the heights of Raging Bull or the grit of The Fighter, Safdie's precise direction keeps viewers engaged. The sound design is exceptional, with thunderous takedowns and almost unbearable impacts. Safdie maintains a distinct visual style throughout, employing a warm, semi-antiquated color palette reminiscent of A24 films like The Iron Claw, coupled with intimate handheld camera work. The film's concluding crosscut sequence is a powerful thematic and visual triumph. Ultimately, it's Johnson's performance that elevates The Smashing Machine, showcasing a delicate balance of tenderness and feral intensity. This role marks a potential career reinvention for the actor, proving his artistic depth. For Safdie, it's a powerful statement of his directorial prowess independent of his usual collaborator. The Smashing Machine is a testament to reinvention, a fresh yet familiar story that resonates deeply. Don't go anywhere, because what happens after Venice is even more mind-blowing. Next, we're diving into an unbelievable next project for Safdie and Johnson that sounds like it's straight out of a fever dream. The Smashing Machine, director Benny Safdie, earns prestigious Silver Lion Award. The buzz around A24's latest, The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson, has reached a fever pitch with director Benny Safdie clinching the coveted Silver Lion Award for Best Director at the 82nd Venice International Film Festival. Johnson himself took to Instagram to share the exciting news, expressing his pride in Safdie's achievement. The film, which delves into the intense true story of former MMA fighter Mark Kerr, features Johnson in what is being hailed as one of his most dramatic and challenging roles to date. Johnson has been vocal about his desire to move beyond his typical roles and prove his mettle in more serious, character-driven films, and The Smashing Machine appears to be his breakout moment in that regard. The film also boasts a stellar cast, including Emily Blunt as Kerr's wife, Dawn Staples, and cameos from notable combat sports figures like Ryan Bader, Baz Rutten, and boxing champion Oleksandr Usyk. The combination of a compelling true narrative, a talented ensemble, and Safdie's gritty, realistic directorial vision has generated immense anticipation for its theatrical release. Safdie's win is the latest in a string of accolades for The Smashing Machine. The film premiered with a flawless 100% score on Rotten Tomatoes, with critics universally praising Johnson's transformative performance. This success follows A24's previous triumph with another combat sports drama, The Iron Claw, which chronicled the Von Erich wrestling family. The Smashing Machine is slated for a theatrical debut on October 3rd, promising audiences a powerful cinematic experience. But wait, the awards buzz is just the beginning of the story. Get ready for the most unexpected Hollywood reunion you've ever heard of. From Frankenstein to The New Parasite, 10 Venice Film Festival movies you need to see. The Venice International Film Festival, a cinematic cornerstone, has once again captivated audiences and critics alike, showcasing a diverse array of films that span genres and push artistic boundaries. This year's lineup featured a compelling mix of established auteurs and exciting new voices, making it a must-watch event for cinephiles worldwide. Among the most talked-about entries was Benny Safdie's The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne Johnson, which earned Safdie the Silver Lion for Best Director. The film offers a raw and intimate look at the life of MMA fighter Mark Kerr, with Johnson delivering a performance that critics are calling a career-defining turn. Its blend of intense action and emotional depth has positioned it as a major contender in the upcoming awards season. The festival also highlighted a spectrum of other highly anticipated films, ranging from reimagined classics to groundbreaking contemporary narratives. The sheer variety ensures there's something for every taste, from those seeking thought-provoking dramas to fans of high-octane thrillers. Audiences and industry insiders are already dissecting the festival's impact, with many predicting which films will make significant waves in the coming months. The critical reception suggests a strong year for auteur-driven cinema and compelling character studies. The global conversation around these films underscores the enduring power of cinema to challenge, entertain, and inspire. Venice delivered the drama, but what's next for Hollywood's biggest stars is truly out of this world. Prepare yourselves for a project so bizarre, it sounds like it was beamed directly from outer space. Benny Safdie and Dwayne Johnson are already trying to reunite, this time adapting a 70s book about lizard musicians from space. Fresh off the critical acclaim for The Smashing Machine and Benny Safdie's Best Director win at the Venice Film Festival, the powerhouse duo is already in talks for their next project, and it's guaranteed to be unlike anything you've seen before. Sources reveal that Safdie plans to write and direct, with Dwayne The Rock Johnson attached to star in a film adaptation of Daniel Pinkwater's eccentric 1976 young adult novel, Lizard Music. The premise is as wild as it sounds. The story follows a boy who discovers a secret late-night television broadcast featuring actual lizards playing music. His quest for answers leads him to a mysterious figure known as the Chicken Man, played by Johnson, who may possess knowledge of these extraterrestrial reptiles and potentially an impending invasion. The official logline describes it as an adventure about finding a hidden society, exploring invisible worlds, and the unbreakable bond between kindred spirits who discover magic. Johnson is also set to produce through his 7 Bucks Productions, alongside Safdie and Smashing Machine producer David Coplin. This project signals a bold move for Johnson, taking him far beyond his typical action hero roles and into a realm of quirky science fiction. The collaboration builds on the strong reception of The Smashing Machine, which critics lauded for its remarkably unembellished Johnson and Safdie's blazingly good direction. Industry insiders are drawing parallels to A24's strategy with Brendan Fraser and The Whale, suggesting a similar effort to rebrand Johnson as a serious dramatic actor. The project is reportedly being shopped to buyers, with A24 a likely contender given their successful partnership. From the gritty realism of MMA to intergalactic lizard bands, Hollywood is full of surprises. Stick around for a lightning-fast recap of all today's biggest stories and your full call to action. All right, Hollywood fam, that's a wrap on another explosive episode of Hollywood Men. We saw Benny Safdie snag a massive win at Venice for The Smashing Machine. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is proving his dramatic chops, and get ready for the wildest sci-fi adaptation ever with lizard music. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you never miss an update, and drop a comment below telling us which story blew your mind the most. Follow us on all social media platforms for even more exclusive content. We'll see you next time.